Hello everyone, welcome on my YouTube channel Do While Code. Today we are going to go through the Terraform. Well, I'm also learning. This is a very first time which I'm going to do. I have already done a, kind of hands-on, just a learning hands-on. So I thought it to share it with you. Basically, I'll be going to create a resource over in Azure and via this Terraform, and then we will be using the HashiCorp cloud platform also into the picture, and then overall it will work like that. Correct. This is first time I'm going to run via the Terraform, and this will be very interesting tutorial, and when I was doing it, it was very interesting to do the things. Correct. So basically what happens, like, what is the Terraform? Most probably you guys will be knowing it. Terraform is a way to create your infrastructure over cloud, which is known as like IAC, infrastructure as a code. So we will be, instead of managing or creating the Azure or cloud resources one by one manually, you would be have a kind of template, or in that there you can handle, or there you can manage, or there you can basically describe what resource you need in and which cloud you need it. Correct. So that can be spin up like multiple instances or multiple resources can be spin up quickly, and this saves the DevOps time. Basically, the HashiCorp Terraform is a product of HashiCorp, and it is a pioneer, and basically it helps you to integrate with the every cloud provider like Azure, GCP, and AWS as well. Correct. So, however, these cloud providers have their own set of library or CLI to work with it, like AWS has a formation, correct, that can be used, but that is only with the AWS, correct. So there is a problem, like people are running with the multiple clouds, and they would need to learn the different cloud technologies to spin up like that. So HashiCorp came into the picture, and he standardized this thing, and you just create the files and mention it to your resources which you need it, and it can spin up with the help of the command. So let's begin. We have a Visual Studio where we are going to create the Terraform files. I have already installed a couple of extension related to Terraform. I have already logged in my this Azure portal, and I am following this Terraform related tutorial. Basically, I have already gone through it, so it's really very interesting. And I have also one account into HCP. Correct. You might also need to create it later. We'll see that how it is goes. Correct. So before jumping into it, let's create a simple file with the name of, okay, let me open the over here as well. Like, okay, let's talk about the installation. If you are, I'm actually using the Windows. If you are using the Windows or any other like operating system Linux, then you can do the installation. Well, I'll place this URL into the description box as well. So I have done the manual installation. I went over here, precompiled executable, and into the Windows. Okay, and before that one, I basically downloaded the zip archived and installed it. Via that, it appeared into my system. So Terraform version, so you can see it is available, and you would need to set the path into your environment variables as well, and then it would be easily accessible to any other place. Correct. Terraform commands. Correct. Once you installed it, like, you can uh, proceed further. So okay, along with the Terraform, I have already set up the Azure CLI, already installed it. You can also download from this link. Correct. And it's a manual one. I did not use this PowerShell, like manually I installed it, the Azure CLI, and then Azure CLI also available. So if you see, is it uh, hyphen version, this will also available. I have already logged into this one, and okay, this one. Yeah. So I have already logged into this one Azure, so maybe there is no need to go again. Correct. So I'll go back to my this version, and I will be going over here. Okay, I'll start from over here. This is the session where I think I am already logged in with Azure. So there I don't need to do the login again. So okay, from this AZ login, you can proceed it, and I created the service account, principal account, and I followed this instruction. Okay, first I logged in it, correct, and AZ login, it took me to the browser. I clicked on my account and then it got logged in. Then I set the subscription. I got the subscription ID and I pasted over here. Then after I created the role or based on the role contributor scope based on my subscription, and it created. I received the app ID, display name, password, tenant, and then I set the environment variable as well, like same as it is. I followed it, correct. You can also follow along with, correct. And then I created a folder, learn Terraform Azure. So if you see, this is a learn Terraform Azure. This is my working, like, which I have already just completed. So I've moved all code over here. I'll be going through from over here. Okay, no worries. I will push this to my GitHub repository, which is a do while code. So you can also take a look. So you don't need to go thoroughly over here, but if you still want, you can go to that one. Okay, so this is a main file, correct. So it is asking us to create a main file. So let me go over here, inside this one, let me create a file, not over here at this level. Okay, main.tf. So it has a extension name Terraform TF. So since I have already installed couple of the extension, if I can show you Terraform, this one, and HashiCorp Terraform and Microsoft Intelligence related also. So I am getting the intelligence as well. So if I go with that, okay, Terraform. This is a Terraform initial level. So as you put it, this file, this is basically a starting place where you are setting up the Terraform related stuff, and you are setting the which kind of the provider I need and what I should follow along with. So let's go with it like that. So Terraform, we have a required providers. So okay, providers are the connector which you are using for this one. Since we are using the Azure, so I am using the Azure RM equal to this one, and it is coming with a default value, so we can go with this one. So it is saying like from HashiCorp Azure RM, the image to be pulled up and then it should spin up, correct. Then I think we have a required version. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, you can see this is okay. So in this example, we have 0.2 to 3.0.2. We will follow along with it, correct. Then we have the provider. So you remember the provider, we have taken the Azure RM. So over here we'll go with the Azure RM, and I haven't explored much about the features, so we'll do it later. I'll create a separate video on that one, but as of now we'll go along with it. Like, then we have the resource. We are going to actually create one resource group there. So in this file we have mentioned about the Terraform. What is a Terraform related setting? Terraform related setting and provider. Okay, here resource. Okay, so there is in this one, since we are using the Azure, so this is a way of mentioning the name of the what kind of type of the uh, resource we are going to create it. So we are going to create Azure RM underscore resource group. You can see resource group, and resource group name we can give the RG. Okay, and in this one, like similarly, we have given the RG, and we are going to give the name. Name equals to my Terraform resource group. Okay, and then we are giving the location. There are the many properties, but we are going with following along with the example. So West US 2. So it is asking me to do the formatting, so we can do that one. Okay, but however, if I don't do that one, no worries, we have a separate command. Like for example, I have saved it. Now it is just asking me to run. Okay, this is a Terraform block providers we have given. Okay, now we need to initialize. So there are certain commands which you need to follow. So there are four commands, which is one is like Terraform init, Terraform validate, Terraform apply, and Terraform uh, destroy. Correct. So this is first time, so we are going to Terraform in it. Look, I have already logged in with the Azure with my credential setup and all this. So at this moment, Azure login and Terraform is both are running, correct? So if I initiate it, it will go to the Azure. It will go my Azure, and then it will run it. So I'm at the location of my file, correct? And I'm saying the init. So it will take the main file. You can see it is initializing, finding the HashiCorp Azure. It is loading. So as you see, like as I started Terraform successfully initialized, it has logged the my Terraform related command which I'm going to. It's created the basically log file which is a HashiCorp command line, correct? And over here it has. If I expanded, this folder is newly created. If I expanded, we have a license. We have a Terraform Azure RM related exe, which actually will help us to run this command, correct? Now once it is initialized, you can see Terraform has been successfully initialized. You may begin with the Terraform plan, correct? So if I go with the Terraform plan to see what is there, choose that are required to infrastructure. Hold on, it is running. Let me check. I think it should not go anything to over here. Okay, fine. That are required for infrastructure. All should now work. If you just wait why it is taking time. It doesn't take time. If you set the chain module or backend Terraform command to initialize your working, if you forget other commands will detect it and you will be able to. Okay. So Terraform plan to see any changes that are required for your infrastructure. So I think we do not have any change into the plan. Let's see what it is doing. Okay. Meanwhile, we are seeing that Terraform successfully created. Okay, here's a format. I said it like we can format it. So Terraform format is there. Stop this one. So I just stopped it. So let me do the Terraform fmt, which is formatting my tf file, main tf file. You can see it is now formatted. Earlier it was over here. And Terraform validate. If I do it, it is all working on the main tf file, correct? For example, if I remove this one and let's see if I try to validate, it is saying me this is a validation issue. So I need to apply the basically I remove this one. So quoted string are not splitted over multiple lines. So if I apply it, save it, if I validate, it will say success. Now Terraform apply. This is the main command. So take a look over here. If I click on the apply, you can see it immediately generate the Terraform state. Basically, it Terraform maintain a state, and it is like it requires like what state it is there. And if you do some changes, then it would basically create. It would basically match or validate with the existing state and whether the changes are there or to create a new or no. So if I create it, click on yes. You can see I enter the yes. So now we go to over here in our resource group. If I refresh it over here, not available yet now. Let it to create. It is a URL resource to checking. Still creating. Now it is going to create. Okay, now if I see my resource is available, you can see my resource group is available. Okay, now what I do, I go to over here and now I need to create a new resource group like virtual network. So resource is at Azure RM underscore VIRT virtual underscore network, which is name type of the resource. Okay, so I'm giving the name as my Terraform VNet, comma address space 10.0.0.0/16. Okay, Okay, sorry, I need to move the comma. And then we have resource group name. So in this one, we have a resource group name, which is a RM, Azure RM dot resource, sorry, resource group dot rg dot name. Okay, fine. So how it is coming? So it is basically once this will be generated, it will be going to create a resource group with the name of like this, Azure RM underscore virtual underscore resource group dot rg, like that, correct? It will going to create it. So it is asking me to format it. Okay, what is the issue? Okay, some issue over here. If I do fix. Okay, so it added the okay location as well. So same location we are going. Otherwise, we can put the West US. So Azure resource script dot rg dot location, same location, and it can apply this one, correct? So if I'm going to save it, and I'm going to check like Terraform validate. Okay, success. Terraform apply. So see that like it will be going to add one more resource, correct? You can see the plus icon, it is saying like, okay, this resource is going to be added, correct? Where? Okay, so let me put the yes. So let's refresh over here. Okay, it's creating. Okay, so we can go to the uh, Terraform state list. So we can see we have two resources over here. If I refresh it over here, we have two resources and they both are into the same location. So this new resources has the same location as the previous one. And under this one, if I see, we have the my Terraform VNet available. Correct. This way we have created it. Now, if I'm going to add some changes over here, like if I'm going to add the tags, so we can say like key. Basically, it's a environment equal to I'll say learn, correct? So okay, just like that. So I saved my file, and if I go back again, if I apply it, Terraform apply, okay, I do not need over here, correct? So this is going to change. I need to add every time whenever you are doing some changes, it will going to ask like whether do you want to do this changes not, and also it shows you what is the plan it is going to happen. Like you can see the changes are into this resource group, and this is the tag, and which is what I added like environment as a learn, right? So I entered, do you want to perform this action? I said yes, then it is going to add it, right? So this way like we can add multiple resources, so you can see like it reduce the DevOps work as well, correct? A lot of work can be reduced. Okay, so yeah, this is completed. If I go to over here and go to my issue resource, and if I go over here, you can see still to have, if I go to filter by a tag, you can see environment, a new tag is available, and you can see learn. If I select it and apply, you can see only one resource group is available, so we have also applied only for this one, correct? This way it is going to update it. And you can see the message which is coming like one changes one. Previously, if you see the when we created a added a new resource, one new resource is added, correct? One resource is added. This time it is changed because we added the existing resource over here, correct? Now I show this like a couple of commands, so we can see that Terraform Terraform uh, like state show, sorry, list. We can see there is a Terraform show. We can see what are the current two resources are there, correct? We can see one is the resource group, one is the VNet, correct? And then we have a Terraform. We seen the apply command, which is generating, applying these changes, and we have the validate, which is validating its success. Now we have a Terraform destroy, correct? If I do this, this will be going to destroy this changes from my resource group, correct? So if I do the destroy to see your Terraform, okay, I wrote it wrong. Terraform, destroy, destroy. Okay, it will ask again a confirmation from me. Let's see. Okay, no, it didn't. Okay, it is going to be. It is, I think, identifying, refreshing the state, and then it is. So you can see it has shown like minus. The red color is there. This will be destroyed. This will be destroyed. Correct. These two resources. So let me type the yes. If I enter it, yes, then these resources are going to destroy. We won't be able to see the resource over here. Oh, okay, it's already done. I mean, one resource script already done. You could see there was a one resource inside it. So it's not there now. It is still doing it, still destroying it as it said. So it's already destroyed the previous one. Okay, it destroyed. So if I refresh it, yeah, you can see we have our resource groups are destroyed. So this is a very, I mean, I feel it, this is a very good way to do it. Like I started learning it, like this is very cool, correct? Now we have certain things, like since we have done the all the things over here as a hard code value, they are the chance hard code value will not be there. It will be handled via some variable, correct? So let us create a file name variable dot tf. Under this one, we'll create a variable. We'll declare it by a variable, and we'll give the Azure RM resource group. Correct. This is a variable, and like we can give all this description. So correct. I'm just going with the default value. So this is okay. I do not need another one. Okay. So this is a description. The name of the resource group. Type is string. Default value is this one. So you can see. Let me save it. You can see previous we have the my TF resource group. So over here the same value. I'm giving the my TF resource group from where. Okay, and I need to give this resource group over here. So let me comment it first, then I'll add it like var dot azure rem azure rm underscore resource group underscore name, correct? So this is the whole name of this variable. It is coming, correct? This is the what default value is there, correct? It will be taken. Okay, and similarly, okay, fine, this is, we don't need to do anything over here. I'm just changing it at one place only. Okay, I'm letting the vnet as it is. Okay, so I'm going back to the my file. I'm going to over here apply Terraform apply. So you can see it is saying, hey, this is a plan which I'm going to run it. So you can see id name is like my tf resource group from where, okay? It pulls up from there, correct? Now I'm going to say yes. Still creating. Let us move over here. So far what we have covered over here, change, destroy, and variables also. Just now we have covered the variable part as well, correct? So I'll paste this link, so it will be very easy to everyone to go through. Change part also we have done it, build part also we have done it. Okay, so before that one, there are the certain values like client id, arm secret and subscription, and arm tenant id. from my Azure, the subscription service which I created, service principal account, I have already set up this thing into my environment. So therefore, I'm not going to show these values to you. But if you do it in this way, this will be get confirmed. Correct.